Hey guys, Moose here. Episode 0 Stonehearth, which is just going to be figuring out the game and doing any tutorials, stuff like that. Haven't touched it yet because I wanted to be fresh for this. So if you're not interested in any of that, just go ahead and skip on over to episode 1, and that'll be where the actual gameplay starts, unless it's all mixed into one, which I hope it is not. So just checking out the start here. Oh, you may have seen it in the start menu. This is still an alpha. It's 20 bucks right now because it's during the Steam summer sale, but it's 25 normally. First impression is, yeah, I mean, it's with all early access games like this, you're always skeptical that you're going to get your money's worth, but 20 bucks is pretty high, even with it on sale, so I'm not totally sure what the verdict is going to be on this one, but I'm hoping it's worth it. There's a number of reasons that I decided to pick it up and cover it, so I'll talk about those more in episode 1 just in case, you know, people are skipping. I don't want them to miss out on that kind of commentary. So it looks like we get two choices here. Settlers from two different kingdoms. You got Raya's kingdom, or Raya's children, which looks kind of Eastern inspired from what I can tell. People of the desert, so maybe a mistake in there. Learned early that to survive they needed each other, and preferably as many others as they could reach. Now visitors find them generous hosts with access to goods from all over the world. Then there's the Ascendancy, which is earnest, hardworking, loyal, and well-rounded citizens of the Ascendancy chop, build, and farm. Confident that the known world is theirs to inhabit. So this is pretty clearly kind of Western. The Raya's children, though, maybe sort of Eastern and a little bit. I'm not totally sure what region of the world I'd call that, but definitely not as Western as the Ascendancy. Yeah, whatever, I'll just go basic one. Ascendancy seems like the default option, might as well start there. A brave band of settlers from the Ascendancy, a prosperous and industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and adventure they set off to, and we pick a biome, it looks like. So, you know, it's pretty clear that desert goes with Raya's. I mean, that's was in their text, so that makes sense. I'm going to stick with temperate. Seems simple enough. Darkmoor Forest, oh, that covers it. Let's stick with normal for the difficulty, but I'd like to see that. Location that is sure to be an inspiring place to start anew. Okay. And I guess you can click on each one to change your choice. Yeah, okay, you can. That's actually nice that you can go back and change them without having to, you know, hit the back button like a lot of games would have you do. Nice art here. I kind of like this style. Let's see. So I guess this is kind of similar to Dwarf Fortress. We put together like an expedition team, and we can, with our set allotment of resources, we can get different things. So let's see what we've got. Trapper's Knife, which is for hunting. Farmer's Hoe, which was for farming, I'm assuming. Yeah. Sword for defense of the town. Weaver's Spindle for making fabrics and such. Herbalist Staff, for healing, it looks like. And then the rest is just food. Yeah, it's just food. Okay. So apparently we have 3 stats. We got mind, body, and spirit. Spirit looks like pretty much just happiness. I think it might also impact healing, if I had to guess. Because it's saying willpower and compassion, maybe, but that could be way off base. Bodies, of course, you know, your typical physical stats, that makes sense. And then mind. Maybe mind is more healing, I'm not sure. Diligence, curiosity, inventiveness. Probably gonna have to play the game a bit to figure out exactly how those two impact things. I'm not gonna roll new citizens, but it's good to know that you can, like if you get a bad start or something, but I suspect this is probably weighted to be statistically average for the most part without screwing your start over too bad. So it looks like for our equipment we just have 150 gold to get, and we've got a Trapper's Knife, that's all of it, so I don't think that's a good choice. I'd rather go for the other 3 and start there. My only concern is that, well, maybe not a wooden sword, go for Herbalist Staff. The only concern I have is it looks like the trapper's knife is the only thing here that's metal, and the price makes me think that maybe metal's going to be kind of hard to get. So there could be a pretty clear advantage to starting with that, considering that these might be easily made early on. But you never know until you try. So let's just try it. Looks like it's generating the world. Okay, so this looks very reminiscent of Dwarf Fortress, where you have an overall map, and then you pick a certain area within that map to embark on. So I'd kind of like to get a nice sampling of everything here, so maybe very low wildlife, but lots of plants, lots of minerals. So I did not take a hunting knife, so maybe this makes sense, because I'm not going to be able to hunt early on anyway. Let's see how it scales around. Okay, so basically the more, like, the light green, the kind of, like, grassy area, it gets you more wildlife, and then obviously mountains get you minerals, and then the darker green spots get you trees. So let's try not to shoot ourselves in the foot too bad. I kind of want to get this lake down here, but it looks like we can't really get that one tick of wildlife while also getting that lake. So let's just kind of... I don't know if it cuts off the map if I move it down below, so let's start like here. Looks good, I think. I'm assuming the lit area is actually what we can embark on, like the whole map that we can actually interact with, so let's go with that. I'm going to be kind of disappointed if that's where we settle, but the whole map is playable. I mean, I'm going to be happy that the map is big, but I'm also going to be disappointed that I made a choice based on the incorrect assumption about how it works. Alright, so it looks like they do the typical thing of putting funny words for how they're loading the map. Alright, so movement for the camera is pretty typical. Rotating the camera is also pretty typical. That's good. Okay, so we actually get to place where our town is going to be. So this looks like the lake. What is this? I guess that's stone? That's very interesting. It's like inside of a tree. I think... I don't know if there's a disadvantage to this, but let's build on the stone here. Yeah, sure, whatever. Can't really think of a good name right now. I don't really want to be put on the spot in the middle of a video, so... Alright. We have... Okay, so that's the time. We've got 7 people. Town info. No food. Okay, that's going to be the first issue, I'm guessing. Don't really care about net worth right now. Food, shelter, and safety are probably all, like, not really in a good place. So I guess let's just gather these trees, do the typical thing, kind of, you know, this is a banished thing, you just clear out everything close to your town so you can start building. Good to know that we don't need axes to do this, this is just straight up, they all have them. Don't have to make tools for that. I was a little bit worried about that, but I guess you do need a hoe for farming, so I'm glad we have that at least. We can mine, but I would rather keep this area flat for now and then expand later, and kind of mine out the actual mountain rather than the area that we're on right now. Though if we could get down to dirt and you can only farm on dirt, that might actually be a good option in the long term. So let's take a look at building here. Cottage for 2, dining halls, shared sleeping quarters, tiny cottage. Looks like we have plenty of wood. I'm wondering if they just make the other required stuff? Because you need a wall lantern, mean bed, wooden door, wooden window frame. I'm hoping they can just make that when I place it. So let's try that. Is there no way to rotate it? Oh no, there is, of course. I should try reading. Let's just have this one facing us, facing south here. Sure, that's a good place. And let's build the second one, because probably gonna need it. Come on. so what is going on there? I guess that's even with it. Yeah, that looks even with it. Alright. Gotta satisfy that OCD. Okay, so they don't show when they're in progress? Oh, okay, I have to click finished editing. Okay, that's interesting. Grizzled traveler approaches. What's the deal here? Welcome to the area, folks. Goodness, you people look starved. Here's something to help. Okay, that's actually really helpful. We did not have any edibles, if you recall, so... You know, living on rock is probably not the best option for having access to food either. So, okay. Does space pause? No. Okay. I need to figure out how to get people to build, because they're not building. So, if this is inspired by Dwarf Fortress, as I suspect, there may be... Yes. Okay, so they're able to build. Why aren't they building? Change jobs. Worker. I want you to be a builder. Or at least a carpenter. So I'm guessing the carpenter will make all those intermediary ingredients for the house. Guess we're in progress of promoting this person. Okay, you're promoted. Now build my house. Why are you still idle? Okay. Okay, so they just get the carpenter saw. That's good to know. They don't need to make that. So, what's the deal? Okay, so these are... Later on, it looks like we can build these piece by piece. So we don't have to, you know... But we have, like, presets that we can use, which right now, for the purposes of this, is probably going to be the right move. So why... Oh, I guess I just needed to click Start Building. That was dumb of me. Yeah, so definitely start building those. So the question is, actually, I still don't technically know if we need a carpenter for this. I would like to know that. But, okay, so this is interesting. They're digging out the floor. I actually do this in Minecraft. You don't want the floor to be the dirt or the stone or whatever. You want to actually have a nice wooden floor. I'm actually kind of curious if they dig out the block under the wall and put wood there. Because I know some people don't do that because they see it as a waste of materials in Minecraft. I do it because, I don't know, because I decided that that's important. I feel like they're doing it. Until they start building the walls here, it's going to be hard to tell. But I think they are digging out... Yeah, okay, they are digging out the one under the wall. That's actually very nice. They build houses like I do. If this was Minecraft, which, of course, it's... I mean, if Minecraft doesn't get made, I don't think this game gets made, but it isn't Minecraft. Obviously, it's a different kind of game. Though I do think it will satisfy... Or, I do think it'll scratch some of the same itches. Which I'm kind of counting on. And I'll talk about this more in episode 1, but I'm kind of waiting for Dragon Quest Builders to come out in the US. It's already out in Japan, and more than that, I'm kind of waiting for it to come to PC. Which I don't know if they've confirmed it or not. I think they have that it's going to come to PC, but they don't have a date. But they do have a date for PS4 in like October or something, which, and like, I'm really pumped for it, and I kind of joked that I'd buy a PS4 to be able to play that, but I'm not sure that that's a, like what, $350 to $400 expense just to play one game is maybe not the right choice. Okay, so it looks like we've got workbenches for different kinds of things. Well, workbench and tool bench, and then we've got some other stuff here. Farmer's hoe. Okay, so those look like they were made from wood. Let's check. Yeah, it's just made from wood. So we need, oh, okay. The little guys have levels, so that's good to know. So I'm guessing we need to get them to do their particular trade. So... Can I play? Is this something I place, or... Yes, I would like you to craft one. Right? Okay, so I click on the saw and then it'll craft it. Okay. Very nice. So this is like a crafting thing. The only question is... Actually, I guess that's not really a question. I think they just craft it, and then you have that available, and you can do something with it. The only thing is I'm not sure where they go to... Okay, so they're crafting it over here. That's kind of interesting. You just placed it there in the middle of nowhere? That's not okay. Why don't we place it... No, this is not ideal, but right there is fine. Get a little bit of symmetry. Alright, so it looks like it's nighttime. Let's check... Okay, we're down to 0 edibles again. That's not good. What do I need to do to change that? Can I don't want to be in building designer. I want to be somewhere else. What was it that I clicked on? This. Okay. Design building. No. Where'd you go? Place furniture. Construct ladder. No. These are not really what I'm looking for. So I'm guessing maybe a farm is not... Okay, designate zones. Okay, designate farm. Alright, so I need a farmer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this person's job to farming. It's kind of nice that you get a whole little like, not contract, but like official document to promote them. So I guess the question now is, can we farm on stone? Well, you get a different hat and everything. I'm guessing the clothes are different too, but... Okay, so I guess the town center is just a campfire. I think that was in some of the promotional material where there are a bunch of little people sitting around a campfire that look like that. Alright, so let's figure out... Can't do it on there. Do I need to go all the way over here? Yes, I do. That is not good. So if that's the case, why don't I maybe consider... I want to move in this direction, which makes me think I would want to build in this direction, and then mine in this direction. So let's kill some trees. Get rid of those. I think the houses are almost done. I'm surprised it's taking this long to build them. I mean, they're fairly complex. But, if that's like the simple... I mean, it's a 2-bedroom, I think. Yeah, cottage for 2. And maybe that's how you get new villagers, I'm assuming. But... Well, other than migrants. Again, I suspect this is kind of going to be somewhat similar to Dwarf Fortress in a lot of ways, which is, I think it's a good thing. I don't think anything's ever going to really come close to being what Dwarf Fortress is, but emulating that is, ooh, good, it shows the width and it's very nice. I don't have to count it like I do in Dwarf Fortress, since I've been talking a lot about that. You know what, it's early on, so I'm not going to worry about making a specific one. I'm just going to use this to consolidate resources and just say go ahead and put everything there. I think that's probably the right choice for now. Even though it'd be nice to do a little bit cleaner of a stockpile later. Everyone's kind of busy just because we're doing the houses here still, but I guess shelter's not as big as of a thing as it would be in something like Banished. No one's really complaining about anything yet, but I don't know if they would be by now. Where was that screen that was showing? Oh, right, it was this one. Okay, overall morale hasn't really changed. Safety has gone up, food has gone down. So that's... I guess I'm surprised safety went up. But technically we've gone up 0.3 overall, so I guess that's good. Food's going to become a real problem soon, though. Starting on, what's this? Vendor, or merchant arrived. Yeah, I'm not gonna... No, none of this matters to me. Furniture is not what matters right now. Food is definitely the important thing, so... I guess building 2 houses right off the bat was not the right choice, because this is definitely taking a while. It looks like they're coming close to finishing the first one here. They're just doing the roof. I don't know if they're going to have to do furniture after that or what the deal is, but it'll be interesting to see. So, let's see. Masonry stuff. That's interesting. I'm assuming that's just anything that's working with stone. That would make sense. I can build decorations and stuff. Probably not at the point where I want to worry about decorations yet, just want to figure out food. Interesting, steal items from another player. So I'm guessing right now that refers to like the goblins or orcs or whatever they are, but it would be nice if this had multiplayer later. I think I know someone who would like to play this with me. But I guess we'll find out. So, because the blocks are so small, I'm not really going to have a clean... It's just not going to be very clean. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a very nice OCD-friendly town here, so let's just try something. Let's just do 14 by 14. Do a little quarry. That hopefully will eventually reach dirt, and then we can farm on the dirt. But again, given how long it's taking to build these houses, looks like they're just demolishing the scaffolding now on that first one, which is nice. Daily update, okay. Okay, morale's good, net worth went up because of the houses, I'm assuming? Or maybe because of the wood. Yeah, probably because of the wood. Food, though, is a serious problem. We're gonna have to figure that out shortly. Road remains empty. I'm guessing that's migrants that it's referring to. Cool. So, day 2. The farmer is useless, so she's just going and collecting food. Retrospect, I wouldn't have promoted her if I had known that had to do it on dirt. But that's the whole reason we're doing an episode 0, is to figure out how this stuff works. Obviously, we're not going to learn everything about the game today, but this is at least a start. Yeah, definitely taking a long time to build these, and I think... I am actually really curious to see if they... Alright, they're getting rid of the ladders now. I'm curious if they build all the little stuff, the one-off little things that they needed for, like, the window frame and all that, or if we need a carpenter to do that. Yeah, it looks like they're building scaffolding on the second house now. Yeah, I guess we need a carpenter to build those things for that house, unless this is considered done, but I suspect it's not. So let's try and figure that out, and at least get those built. Alright, so how do I do this? If I clicked on this one, it says, like, edit the building and stuff, but if I click on this one, it's not the same. So, okay. Well, I guess I just have to make the thing. So 2 wooden window frames, one wooden door, 2 mean beds, 1 wooden wall lantern. So 2 beds, 2 frames, 1 door, 1 wall lantern. Let's see if we can queue that up in the carpentry menu. Alright, so... wide. No, I just want a basic one. Okay, there we go. So it was 2 frames, right? I mean, anything that I accidentally craft extra of will be used on the second house, so let's actually make that 4. And cancel one of these. Please tell me I can cancel them. Okay, there we go. Go to the trash. Alright. 4, I know we need 4 beds total, so let's queue those up after. This is kind of interesting that they queue up this way. Then we need wall lanterns. It looks like we can't make those yet, so why can't we make them yet? Carpenter craft level 1, okay. So... I guess I just have to have them do stuff, and then after they do stuff for a while, they'll be okay. Was it the wooden door that I needed? Come on, click on something. There we go. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just go here. Yeah, 2 wooden doors. Okay. So I got the frames right. I got the beds right. I just need 2 wooden doors, and then we'll have to figure out the wall lanterns later. Alright, wooden door. Where was that? Right here, right? Yeah, wooden door. Build 2 of those. Craft them up. Put them in the queue. I think the carpenter... Oh, look, they're sleeping on the roof. That seems very dangerous if they roll over. Oh, we started mining, that's good. So I think the carpenter is eating? Yeah, that's the carpenter, right? Yeah, apprentice carpenter. Okay, so I guess it auto-assigns the... yeah, okay. Or I don't know if it even needs this thing, but whatever, it's there anyway. Let's actually move that down here. Or, no, let's not touch that, because she's working on it, and I don't want to screw that up, since we need those for the houses. And the sooner we can be done with the houses, the sooner we can get on to, like, not starving to death, which looks like it's going to become an issue in the immediate future. Alright. So everyone but the farmer and carpenter are eating or sleeping. I think people are going to start getting unhappy here. Yeah, starting to tank. But shelter's the lowest, but we're building houses, so that shouldn't be a problem. I guess that's going down because they're sleeping outside. I suspect that's the issue here. Okay, so we got... I think that's the window frame put in? They're gonna have to remove that. I don't know why they need a ladder to reach that high, but I guess they're short. Oh well. Change the angle there a little. Alright, so it looks like the window frames are just about done. Oh no, they are done. So now she's working on... Isn't that... Did I make extra? What are these? Yeah. Okay, good. Carpenter level 1. So let's get, what was it that we needed? The wall lanterns, yes. Let's make 2 of those. I think we only needed 1 per house, right? 1 per house. Come on. Where are you? Yep, 1 per... Oh. Come on. Stop. Okay, I guess you can't just keep it up and then mouse over something. Yep, just needed 2. So once those are done, should be good. Alright, cool. I think I made some extra wooden wall frames. Maybe the one that I thought I had cancelled got queued up anyway, but it's not a big deal. We're going to build more houses probably anyway. The big thing right now is farming. I just don't want to send someone all the way over here to farm. We don't have a hunting knife, so... I mean, even if we did, there was no... we specifically embarked somewhere that had no wildlife to begin with, so... This is actually, unless they figure out how to start eating wood, I think we might be in trouble here. Yeah. Second house is finishing up here. I think they're just taking down the scaffolding, or the ladders. Are those all ladders? Those are all ladders. Why do they need like 1,000,000 ladders to get to the top of the house? Yeah, it's probably an alpha thing. Alright, cool. So we're actually getting some ores here. Copper ore, hunk of stone, iron ore. Can't do much with that yet, but it's, you know, it's something. I am going to designate a little bit of a bigger area. We had 14 by 14, so let's go out by 3. Go 17. 17 by 17 square. And actually, let's make that 21. I think that's right. Yeah, 21. And my rationale here is that I'm going to be digging like a pit. I'm assuming that I need a single step, like a 1-block step for them to get up it. Like, this would be too much of a jump for them to make. It's like triple their height or something. But, is that gold ore? Oh, it is gold ore. So I guess that's not terribly rare. But, yeah. So my goal is to dig down to dirt here. Because that's the only way I can see that I'm going to have farming, like, near my home. Otherwise, I'm kind of boned. Looks like we're officially out of food completely. But yeah, so that's my goal. So I'm thinking 21 by 21, which is a 20 by 20 on the inside. And I don't know how many I'm going to have to go down to get to dirt, so I may have to expand it further. But that shouldn't be hard to do. Looks like people are going to be going to bed soon. Thankfully, they're putting the beds in before they do that. This door is not in yet. This one is. Interesting. You can spy on them while they're sleeping. The camera's a little bit high sensitivity, so it's hard to do that, but... get in there. There we go. Alright, so that should raise their shelter. I don't think it does anything to help them starving to death, which is our major issue, but maybe they can go a couple days without eating. Yeah, food's only down to 4.6, so I don't know, man. Maybe. Maybe we're okay. Or we get another random NPC coming by with some food. That would be nice. Don't really expect it to happen, but it'd be nice. It looks like they're just clearing out the trees right now. Honestly, at this point, if another NPC comes by, I'm expecting... Is this the full thing? Oh, it is the full thing. Okay, they finished digging. So I'll just dig another one down. Anyway, what I was going to say was, if another NPC comes by at this point, I'm kind of expecting it to be an enemy. I don't expect it to be something friendly. We're on the 3rd day now? I think this will be the 3rd day, so yeah, if someone shows up, I'm not expecting them to be friendly. I have reason to believe, based on some screenshots, that you'll get NPCs that'll, like orcs or goblins or whatever, that come by and demand resources. So something like that I could see happening. I don't know if it's gonna be that, or they're just gonna try and kill me, but definitely expecting someone unfriendly to show up at some point here. So I think I did the math wrong on the... Because the outside one's uneven, or not uneven, but, you know, an odd number. All the internal ones will also be an odd number. I mess that up sometimes. Actually, usually when I'm doing a Minecraft building, I'll do it out on, or at least some basic foundational stuff out on graph paper before I do it, but kind of hard to do in the middle of a video, and also I do not have any graph paper, I don't think. I was looking for some a few days ago, couldn't find any. Alright, so still haven't hit... Oh good, please have food. You do not have food, you are useless, go away. Looks like it's going to be a bit before I hit dirt, so I'm probably going to have to expand this a bit, because it's starting to get kind of narrow, not really going to be good enough to build a farm. But at least this will let us see, you know, how deep we need to go to find dirt. If we even can. There may be no dirt at all by doing this. In which case, I think I'm kinda boned, and to the point where I'm confused why they would even let you start out on a rocky area to begin with, like this. It seems like it's borderline unplayable, because there's no wildlife up here, and there's also no dirt for farming, so maybe I'm missing something, but it definitely seems like a start in a rocky area is unwise. But if it's like this, I'm guessing that looks like 2 blocks and then another 4. So 6 total down should hit dirt. Hopefully. And I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down? Almost there. Gonna have to expand it a lot, but this is a good start. And it looks like they're actually digging pretty quickly, so this is going pretty well. Alright, start of day 3. No one's starved to death yet, surprisingly. Getting a good amount of ore to save up. Is that diamond? Please tell me that's diamond or something. What are you carrying? Guess I'll check when he puts it down. Iron ore. Okay. It's just the kind of grayish little bit of blue in there, which made me suspect it might have been a diamond thing, but no. Okay. Queue up the next one, 9 by 9, and see how deep we can go. Please find dirt. There is no dirt. Not good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. No. Okay, how do I clear cancel task? No! No, whatever. I screwed up our whole thing. Now it's not correct, but whatever. I guess that kind of forces me to figure out if I can place blocks. Can I place... Here. Can you make... Well, I don't have a mason. It might be necessary for this. Ah, that is not good. This is looking real bad for finding dirt this way. I can go down like 2 more, but I think after that I have to resign myself to the reality that I'm not going to be able to find dirt here. Yeah. This is not looking good. Yeah, no dirt. Alright. So farming's out for this area. Check the daily update. No food. Shocking. Morale's surprisingly good. Net worth surprisingly good. I guess that's from the ore. So I guess that's like weekly things that we have to hit. So, alright, well, I've learned a lot from this. I think I generally understand how to play now. It's pretty straightforward. We just need to do farms. And basically not start where we started. Definitely want to have some stone nearby, but it looks like you can kind of, like, you don't have to find veins of ore, you just kind of get them. Coal's good too. So you basically just have to mine. Not a big deal to find more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this here and do a good start that's not in the middle of, not a wasteland, but unfarmable land. I know there's a word for that I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. I will see you guys in episode 1. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please let me know. It's a first video on this channel, so any input you may have, even if it's negative criticism, is more than welcome. Obviously, if you think that this was good enough, please subscribe, but again, with one video up, I don't really expect anyone to be going that far just yet. But hopefully I'll have more content like this, so if you enjoyed it, stick around, keep an eye on me, and hopefully you like what you see. Take care.